narrative as a dog walk. The summer before I turned 11, I stayed with my uncle and aunt in a little rural a village in the midst of Carpathian mountains. Prior to my arrival, sometime in the past fall, they have purchased a German Shepherd, and at the time of the story, the pup turned about 10 months old. My uncle trained the dog, and I participated with the training as well. One beautiful summer day, my uncle decided that it would be a good idea for me, at the time 10 years old, to take a dog for a walk on a leash, because he's a trained German Shepherd, 10 months German Shepherd pup. At first, I was excited and ecstatic. Such a great responsibility and honor. I adored that dog. I had a leash wrapped about my wrist all the way to my elbow, because the dog was much stronger than I was, and I waited about the same. As soon as we walked out the yard, the dog started pulling, realizing that I'm not my uncle and I had no authority over him, and him being outside, free, so to speak, ignoring me completely, and at that time I realized that I'm just an anchor for him. Having my leash wrapped about my wrist, it's got tighter and tighter more he pulled. He started, Tuzik was his name, start pulling me through a little alleys behind the houses, all the dirt, little gravel passes, whichever way he wanted to. I had no control over him. The best I could do is resist by anchoring myself to the ground. At that point, I started falling a bit, and he dragged me a couple of times on a graveled ground. Somehow I managed to get control and nudge him back to the direction of the house. Mind you, we never got to the house, but we got to the back of the house, which was a fenced-in area, a fenced-in backyard where the dog would usually stay. The fenced-in area, the back of the house, was on top of the hill. It was a beautiful grass field that we have to climb. At this point, I have called on every possible power that I knew, and somehow I dragged him near the fence, and while I was calling for my uncle, laying on my back, stretched out with the dog slowly dragging me down the grass field. At this point, I had lost all hope. I saw, staring out in the sky, I saw my uncle's face coming across. He took the leash and walked away with the dog without saying a word. The incident was never brought up by my uncle, and my scratches and aches were never addressed. I liked the dog, and we continued to be best friends. I never took the dog for a walk ever again.